Peace and blessings, beautiful souls. I hope y'all are doing well. Welcome back. It's been a minute since I've created a video. As many of you know, I've been in the transitional phase of life and I've moved. So I've officially moved from Louisiana and now I'm in Texas. Still got some things to do and some business to take care of. But I am blessed. I am highly favored. I am thankful to the Most High, God, Source, Creator, my family, loved ones, all of that. So I'm back. We're going to make some more videos. We're going to keep it pushing. So welcome. I hope you're doing well. I got the Palo Santo Flooring Clearing Energy, and we're going to get into it today. I'm going to use some of this Kanagawa water for some clearing at this time, giving thanks. And let's go into some secret prayer. Dear God, Source, Creator, Most High, Divine Mother, Divine Father, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, giving thanks to the One, the Creator of all. Giving thanks to the angels of the Most High. Giving thanks to the ancestors of the highest white light, known and unknown. Giving thanks to the elementals, fire, air, water, earth, and spirit. Dear God, Source, Creator, coming to you at this time to give thanks for another day, another opportunity, praying for the collective, praying for my family, praying for associates, people of this world, that we may be united as one, healing minds and healing hearts, to be present in each and every day and giving thanks. Amin and Ashe, and so it is. Hope y'all are doing great in your world. So many changes have been taking place, and I'm in the season of release, as I have been, but everything is flowing as it should. I am thankful for that. I've just started working with the sacred plant medicine called Rape, Hape, and that has been a very grounding experience thus far. I look forward to continue working with it as I continue to work with other plant medicines and get ready for a 2-week immersion in the Dominican Republic coming up next month. That's focused on plant medicine and shamanic learning, shamanic healing. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and get started with our shamanic medicine deck, oracle deck, and we're going to see what messages we have today. I don't have my crystals. My crystals are currently in storage until I get to my next place. So we're just going to flow with the messages and give thanks. All right. Dear God, Source, Creator, Most High, giving thanks. Thank you for all that you have done and all that you continue to do upon our path. Thank you for your guidance, support, and love. Thank you to allow us to continue to be present each and every day. Heal the broken, hear the lost, guide the lost, support those who need supported along this journey. Allow us to see our ways and move past things that are holding us back in any realm, timeline, and dimension. Dear Lord, dear God, Spirit, have you praise it. I ask that you allow a clear message to come through today. All right, so let's see what wants to come out with us or inform us today. I have one that flipped over. Drum, Awaken. That's a card that's been coming out multiple times in several previous readings. Medicine Max, Authenticity. Both red, symbolizing root chakra, going back to your base of who you are, your core essence, the foundation, security. Next card we have is Trickster, Challenge. And our final card will be, looking at the Trickster, I'm seeing the orange, and that's moving up to the sacral chakra. And then last card we have is Prayer, Hope. So looking at these cards, the last card also has orange and red tied into it. So I'm looking and feeling that this message is speaking to both the root chakra as well as the sacral chakra. When I look at these cards together, the intuitive message I'm receiving with Awaken, authenticity, challenge, and hope is that we are in a season and continue to be in a season of deepening our understanding and more so remembrance of who we are. Um, and in order for us to remember who we are, we have to be true to who we are. We have to be true to what is in alignment and what is not in alignment. Regardless of what society says is or should, that doesn't and shouldn't dictate who you are, how you should operate. Of course, we all have moral compass, set beliefs, principles in which we live by, but it is time to release all of those paradigms, all of the challenges, coming to the challenges cards and tricksters, understanding that when you are in your authentic power, no challenge can get to you. No threat can get to you. Things are always going to happen, whether it's fortune or misfortune, but all things are in alignment. But the more we are awakening and walking our true authentic power and our authenticity, I always say the word wrong, but I'm going to keep working at it. We are more grounded to be in the space of accepting challenges for what they are and facing the challenges for what they are. And knowing that we are true to ourselves, we lean on the support system that we have in this world as well as the unseen world, which the card prayer and hope comes into play. Knowing that, all things are happening in divine order and divine will, leaning on and remembering that sacred prayer is important, which connects us, is a way of communicating to the other realms, to source, to God, to our ancestors, to our spirit guides. So with that said, let's jump into the message of what these cards are trying to tell us. Drum Awaken. This card's come out multiple times, so I will just continue to read. Every drum awaits its destined keeper. Drum appears to you now because of your struggle to quiet the chit-chat of your mind. Drum will connect you to the memories of your mother's heartbeat, the cosmic mother, and the ancient rituals and ceremonies of your past lives. The sound, energy, and vibrations of the spirit hearts is waiting to awaken the primal sound you have been subconsciously searching for. That is the lost sound of your soul. Drum is offering to you to take the other worlds you have been longing to explore. With simple beat, the sounds and vibrations of the drum will enable your logical left brain to defer to the creative right brain, allowing you to relax into the zone where mystery awaits. Drum is your companion on the journey of awakening. As your heart synchronizes with the beat of the drum, your consciousness will shift. This may invoke ecstatic trance. That will be a transformation. Awaken wise ancient traditions. Drum your soul back home. Drum speaks. Pray with me before we start. We'll journey deep into your heart, invoking trance, awakening the soul. We drum as one until you're whole. Ashe, giving thanks. I would say one of the things I experienced with the Rape or Hape is that coming into body. I started a few days ago with taking the Rape, and I would say my first experience with it was massive. It definitely got me into different realms, and I would say the most present thing I experienced was being present. It was like a massive wipe away of energy, if that makes sense. Like, think about you're laying in bed and someone comes to you and just takes the covers off of you, just wipe them off you, right? And just pull them off you. Or think about you have something on you and the wind is just so powerful that it just blows and it's push everything away. It felt as if energetically every pressure that I had in my head was built up, but it dissipated into my body, and I just felt a deep sinking into my body and becoming present in the here and now moment. As I closed my eyes, I did have some visuals, if you will. But the main thing I'm experiencing with Rape is being present. And I know that when I did my first Aya ceremony, presence was the main lesson, is being present. And since taking a Rape, oh my, I've realized, shit, I be in the mind, and that's okay. It's more of the acknowledgement, the awakening, and understanding of what is, so that we can get to that next level. And Rape, blessings to the people of the Amazon, to the people, the plant medicines, the plant gods, Ashe. So just giving thanks to that. Now we're moving on to medicine mass. And I feel like this one is speaking a lot because I am moving through the transition of becoming or remembering the plant medicines and going into the work of actually working with plant medicine. And that's stepping into being authentic at all times. The curtain of illusion has fallen to reveal the true self of yourself and others. Don't hide anymore. Face up to who you really are and embrace the fact that you are one of a kind. The world has waited long enough for you to grace it with your individuality. It is time to stop cowering behind conforming to your expectations. You have worn those masks for far too long. Your desire to fit in with the world around you has stifled the deep call of your soul. Show your authentic self without fear. Some shamans use masks to help them identify with and activate the medicine of spirits such as totem animals. Wearing these type of masks allows the shaman to summon up the qualities of the spirit the mask is attributed to. You can use this technique to embrace any aspects of yourself that you have hidden or denied. Make your own medicine mask with the attributes you would like to connect with. Wear your medicine mask to feel stronger, wiser, and more powerful as you draw upon the medicine infused with it. Medicine mask speak. Throw back the mask, take a stance. No need to hide, for now's your chance. Live your life, be who you are, stand proudly, and shall go far. And y'all, this speaks a lot highly to me because it's about me standing in my true purpose and my true call and all the things that I'm doing on the spiritual path that I don't share. I don't share these things with my family. I don't share these things with associates or friends. I don't share these things with others. And I think because I know how they perceive it, and it's like I'm not, but this time is time to cut all that shit out and just stand in my power, which means it's an embodiment of the knowledge, it's an embodiment of the understanding and the skills and the gifts. And that embodiment is present at all times. It's not a mask saying I'm this, but I'm actually this. I'm doing, no, it is staying in your truth. So I'm calling upon myself and as well as you and inspiring you to stand in your truth. Whether it's faith, belief, work, actions, stand in your truth 100%. There's no need to hide any aspect of yourself. And I think that speaks even more to me because when I reflect on just my life journey and how I have maneuvered in this world, I've never been one to be out in the open and be like, hey, no, I'm more reserved, quiet and shit and just observant. But no, it is time because we all have medicine in us that other people need and seeking into healing. And I think it's about showing up within your power, staying true to your power and embracing that. Next, we're going to Trickster Challenge. It's time to recognize a great imbalance in the way you live, which can no longer be sustained. Your barriers need to come down and you must relinquish control. Trickster leads you to the unfamiliar world. Embrace it. Change your perspective, some of which stems from your upbringing and others' expectations and opinions. Forget what you deem as right or wrong. The apparent chaos around you is some of your greatest teachings and experiences, if you choose to see it as such. How else can you grow and evolve? Whoever or whatever pushes your buttons is merely a reflection of what you need to release. Be assured that once the lesson is realized, it will affect you no more and will never present itself again. So let Trickster lead you on an unpredictable and merry dance. Be light of heart, ask questions that no one else would dare to, and see the humor within each situation until you recognize the path you walk is never certain. You will have fun along the way with the medicine of the tricksters as your companion. It says the trickster takes many forms, male or female, god or goddesses, spirit or animal. They all are wise and skilled in willed behavior. The trickster pushes people's boundaries to test whether they will run or stay a course. We learn from this unexpected experiences in teaching the trickster being. Sadly, this purpose and meaning has been lost in the modern times, where the trickster is often depicted as a fool, clown, or a comic. Move out of your comfort zone and embrace new challenges. Stop procrastinating, for your purpose awaits. Release control, judgment, and expectations. A surprise direction is a great blessing. An opportunity disguised in a situation is just what you've been waiting for. Trickster speaks, upside down and inside out. 'Tis what my medicine's all about. Chaos and change I bring with me in order that you truly see. Bruh, that's spot on, yo. I had a situation, went on a wonderful trip, and I'll just share this with y'all. With a friend, and we had a great time. And we've taken trips internationally together, and we have always had a good time. But in every trip, there's always been a moment of like tension or conflict, and sometimes it's unspoken, just based off behavior. And we take our little breaks, come back to it. But this last trip, it was very much at the end, to where the energy just wasn't. It's just a conflict, and it was really small, petty shit, and it's like, what this message is telling me is that, it is time to embrace all challenges, all confusions, all things that you may not expect, based off your expectation, and then just meet it. I've been in the past, when things come up and it's not aligned, or like I feel like, nah, I'm gone. So that is a habit that has to die and release and be transmuted, because that doesn't bring growth, it doesn't bring community, it doesn't bring connection, and it doesn't bring togetherness. So I think I know this message is speaking to me, because it's like how I address situations, whether it was conflict, chaos, or whatever, has to shift, and embrace the situation, not so much from a space of safety and security, but a space of openness and trying to understand, which basically speaks of empathy, but not allowing things to trigger me. And those things that trigger us are our opportunities to learn from what is. And I had listened to a message the other day to where it was saying triggers is just old experiences that just coming up in this present moment that we haven't healed. When you are triggered, you are reopening a wound that has not been healed from the past, that is carrying forward in the present moment. It's time to release and live your life. So I received that. And the last card we have today is prayer. Hope. The biggest misconception about prayer is that it is a request or plea for a higher power to change events for us. When you understand prayer as an opportunity to offer yourself up to a conduit for change, so your energy and intuition can be directed to facilitate change, you are participating in prayer far more effectively. You are central to your life and what is going on in it. Waiting to give up control and give it all over to someone else or something else means becoming disconnected from life, disempowered, and most importantly, forfeiting the opportunity to learn, gain experience, and build confidence, all of which will help you in the future. You are being asked to offer a prayer, to acknowledge yourself as a child of spirit, a vehicle of light, a walker of the path, or however else you sense your spiritual journey. Give thanks for the good that has come your way, and declare your intention to live in harmony and give service. With those simple yet powerful intentions, you will be particularly and emotionally supported, so you can face the challenges you may otherwise view as hopeless. Start your day gently and in prayer to bring you into balance with the cosmos. Your prayer has been heard, and your patience will be rewarded. You are being called to help others. Walk between the worlds as a living offering to Spirit in gratitude and love. Spirit, prayer speaks. Offer to me with open heart the place from which your troubles start. Together we will change the story. From difficulties will come glory. So this will conclude our reading, a message for today. Um, I'm gonna go back and listen to this to figure out what the title is gonna be. But I'm glad to be back posting. This energy feels right. I wish you all the best on your journeys, and thank you for being here with me. If you're at the end and watching with me, if you've subscribed, thank you. I will be producing more videos. So I'll see you soon. May God bless. Go in love and light. Peace.